Good morning, honorable members.
Good morning, SG.
Good morning. Bon dia, bonjour.
Bon dia, how are you from Malawi?
I know, we are fine, thank you, Muribaiji. Nkoma kwa mbiri.
Hey, I'm trying, eh?
I'm trying, yes.
Bon dia.
Bon dia. Oh, bon dia. Estou bem. Muito bem.
Obrigada.
Obrigada. Honorable members, according to the roll call, we have present at least 8 countries. It's 10 o'clock. I believe that we can transact with the business of the committee. Before we do so, may I kindly request Ms. Paulina to do a roll call to confirm that we have a quorum, and then we may kindly proceed.
Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, everyone.
We can't see you, Paulina.
Oh, yes. Good morning, honorable members.
Morning.
Good morning. Yes, we have Eswatini, we have Seychelles, Mozambique, Malawi at the moment. So we are still waiting for the other countries to join before we can have a quorum. We only have four countries on board now.
The other countries just registered?
Yes.
And they're not yet on?
Yes. Sure.
Okay. Apologies, honorable members. We will kindly request that we maybe give them 5 minutes or 4 minutes, then we may proceed. However, just to make, we'll make the announcements, I guess, when the other members are back on. But for most members who are already in, if you go to the bottom of your screen, you'll see a bar on interpretation. If you click on that, you are allowed to choose the language of your choice, the language that you prefer to communicate on. You click English, you can click French or Portuguese. And then there's what they say, mute original audio. So you mute original audio so that there's no interference with other languages when interpretation is ongoing. If we could kindly do that, honorable members, and also just to make the session much more interactive, we have a button on reactions. So probably because it would not be helpful to unmute every member at every stage, kindly indicate through a clap of hands where you wish to clap hands, or through a thumbs up where you believe everything is fine. If you need to communicate with the secretariat, there's also what they have at the bottom of the screen next to participants, a chat. So kindly communicate with us. We'll search for those messages there so that we are able to get feedback from you. Zoom can be a little bit restrictive in terms of being impulsive and just, speak as we require. However, when we actually do the elections, would appreciate if members who are only eligible to vote could unmute themselves, and we go through the procedure, interact with questions, and proceed accordingly. At this point, Paulina, if you could kindly share the procedure for elections on the screen for honorable members to orientate themselves with it, so that when we go through it, we're able to, I believe it has been shared in all the languages at this point. For the purpose of facilitating myself, because I only speak English, apologies, I'd have to have it in English on the screen.
Okay.
I see we have Malawi, Mozambique, we have Eswatini, we have Lesotho, we have Seychelles. It's a little bit tricky because we constantly have to call members and check if they will be joining us. The majority of participants are staff and our interpreters. That is why it shows 17 participants at this point. Is South Africa not on board? Yeah, no, we don't have South Africa yet.
Yes, not yet.
Mhm. Could you kindly share the procedure for elections so that we can?
Okay, I'm trying to share it.
Thank you very much, Pauline, for that. I'm wondering what is later because we should be starting. Are we only left with one member to form a quorum? Honored members, in the interim, may I kindly make the following announcements. We are not expecting any representation from Botswana. It's with sadness that I wish to inform the honorable members that Honorable Mukwaledi Muswani lost his wife, and his wife was being buried over the weekend, so he will not be able to participate with us in this session. I also wish to inform members of the committee of the passing away of the Honorable late Rakoto Malala Lucen from the Republic of Madagascar, who passed on the 7th of July, 2020 this month. And honorable members are aware that Honorable Palata of the DRC also passed on here in March. So we have lost 3 members of T. May their soul rest in peace. 2 members of the committee, 3 with Mozambique, which happened earlier, and may their soul rest in peace. And we wish their families well. Regarding Namibia, Namibia is yet to nominate members to the SADC Parliamentary Forum, and there will be no representation. Tanzania is also, has been dissolved due to pending elections, and they will not participate in these particular elections. Otherwise, we have not received any apologies from any countries. So we're expecting them to join into this meeting. Maybe on a related matter, honorable members, may we kindly nominate an honorable member who could chair these proceedings. As we are well aware, Namibia will not attend. Mauritius will not attend. Our chairpersons was Mauritius and Namibia, both of whom are not represented, will not be participating today. So in the interim, to allow for us to proceed accordingly, may we request that one honorable member to act as the chair for the particular session. May I kindly have suggestions on the chat or members? There are 2 suggestions for chairing, Malawi and Lesotho. Honorable Beth has been proposed and Honorable Tsapang Tita Musena has been proposed for chairing. Could I get I believe that Honorable Mosena is a proxy to, at this point, I don't know if she's willing to chair, or should we, members could kindly guide me. Honorable members, Honorable Langa is trying to join us. I'm afraid we're going to lose other members as we wait for others to join in. Honorable members, it's almost past. How long shall we wait? There appears to be only 5 members now. Honorable members, could you kindly unmute yourself so we may discuss how to proceed? Do we wait or postpone these elections?
Yeah, I'm losing the sound. I can't hear you. Madam SG.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yes, Honorable.
It's faint. It's faint.
Is it faint still? I've maximized my volume and moved closer. Okay. Can other honorable members hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Could we kindly, do we continue to wait until 11:30 or 11, or do we postpone the elections? Seychelles, Honorable Terence, yes?
I suggest we wait for another 15 minutes and see. I'm prepared to wait. But
Okay.
the possibility that those members will join in.
Well, the message I got from Zambia now is that Honorable Langa is trying to join. South Africa indicated that Honorable member is still in the house, but will join later. I don't know if he was aware that the meeting was scheduled just for an hour or under an hour. Angola, I'm not sure if they've been successful with getting hold of Angola. Paulina, kindly give an update. She indicated earlier that they're waiting for Angola and Zambia to join the meeting. We can wait. I see Honorable Mpanza needed to make an intervention.
Yes, Madam SG, I was actually saying I scheduled myself for strictly 10 to 11. I have other commitments immediately after that.
Yes. It's noted. Yes, Honorable Modon.
Well, in that case, next week.
We postpone for next week, hoping that the members will come on board. Yes, in the new normal, it's very difficult. Sometimes we experience technology issues. Sometimes we understand some parliaments, honorable members are not sitting, and therefore this is what is adding to the complications. So with that, honorable members, thank you for attending. Or do we wait a little bit, 15 minutes? If it's not going to affect 11 o'clock, we then adjourn for later. This is unfortunate because we have to pay the interpreters for a meeting that did not take place, $450. So if we call them back again and we don't turn up, that would be another cost to the forum. I'm just putting it out there so that we are aware that it's a cost to both time and resources. Thank you. Angola is on board now. Thank you, Honorable Damia. Okay, honorable members, it is, let's assume that those members who have just registered with us will join us. Maybe at this point, allow the members to conclude on who will chair the session between Malawi and Lesotho. Could I get a seconder for either, so we may proceed? Honorable Modon?
Yes, I suggested Lesotho, but then she made it clear that she's not a substantive member. So with the initial proposal to chair.
Okay.
So I second.
Okay. Yes. Honorable Bessa, could you kindly call the meeting to order and call on the officer to proceed with the elections, bearing in mind that we have a few minutes before the other members leave us for the 11 o'clock commitment.
Thank you, Madam Bessie. Honourable members, may I call the meeting to an order? Madam Bessie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
All right, madam. Do we have an officer who is going to do the proceedings for the elections?
Yes, sir, I'll be doing those proceedings that we may proceed.
All right. So,
okay.
Are we starting our meeting with a prayer, Madam Esty?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we may pray.
All right, so can I just ask for a volunteer to give us, open the meeting with a word of prayer? Mozambique, are you there?
May I chip in, Chair? Honorable Chair?
Go ahead. I don't know if the chair can.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, I was just saying on a point of procedure, vis-a-vis the,
I know.
we just do it as we normally do in the SADC PF, where we just observe a moment of silence and then we'll proceed. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, thanks. With the prayer, then we observe a minute of silence for our honorable members who left us, but that's fine. Madam SG, with your indulgence, may I ask the honorable members in the House for us to observe a minute of silence for our departed honorable members. May their souls rest in peace. Thank you so much. May we now continue with the opening prayer?
Honorable Chair, the guidance is that we observe a moment of silent prayer to take care of the diversity
All right.
that we have at the forum instead of prayer. We can pray silently or
All right.
quietly. Thank you.
Noted, Madam SG. Well, your guidance, Madam SG.
Thank you. We may proceed, Honorable Chair, after the moment of silent prayer.
What's next on the agenda? I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have.
Okay, next on the agenda is that we have already announced that we don't have a sitting chair and a vice chairperson. Ordinarily, they would have given their farewell speeches according to the program, but now we may move directly to conduct the elections. Also in view of the fact that some members will be leaving us shortly in 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Honorable members, you have received the guidance on the elections. If you look at the screen, and some of you have it on your WhatsApp in the various languages, the tenure of the chairpersonship of standing committees at the forum is 2 years. The current leadership of the committee, which was Mauritius and Namibia, were elected around June 2018. Therefore, their tenure to retire by rotation has come. When we look at what guides us at the SADC Parliamentary Forum, we look at rule number 38 of the Rules of Procedure, which basically give us the authority to elect for each committee a chairperson and a vice chairperson through the process of election. It is very clear when you look at subsection 2 that the chairperson of the standing committee's role is to preside over all meetings of the committee. In the absence of the vice chairperson, of the chairperson, the vice chairperson shall assume the duties of the chairperson. If both are absent, then the committee shall nominate or designate a member to preside over the proceedings of the committee on an interim basis, just like we have observed with Honorable Bertha Ndebele presiding on an interim basis. Now, there are a few areas that we need to share with members for the purpose of ensuring that we have a smooth election. Article 14.3 of the SADC Constitution provides for the principle of rotation in the election of a chairperson and the vice chairperson of the committee. So there's need to emphasize there in what is in quotations that members of standing committees holding the position of chairperson or vice chairperson shall retire by rotation, meaning that a member of parliament with members serving in the positions of chairperson or vice chairperson of a standing committee shall not be eligible for re-election to the positions in the immediate subsequent term. When this is the fourth or fifth committee that's going through elections. The principle of rotation was further extended to say, if members have had an opportunity, let us open up for those countries that have never held any position to further buttress the issue, the principle of rotation. We have under Rule 38.5, the principle of gender balance in the election. And it's indicated that as far as possible, practically possible, gender consideration shall be taken into account when deciding the leadership of the committee. Where the chairperson of a committee is a woman, the vice chairperson shall be a man, and vice versa. Now, looking at the schedule below, you will get an appreciation of those members of the Human and Social Development and Special Program Committee that have had an opportunity, and the emphasis there is we look at the countries that have already had an opportunity. 2014, 2016, we had Zambia and Angola. So in this case, Zambia and Angola cannot stand for elections. In 2016, 2018, we had South Africa and Lesotho. In this case, they may not stand for elections. 2018 and 2020, we had Mauritius and Namibia. So honorable members, the countries that can be considered or which are eligible for elections are Botswana, DRC, Eswatini, Madagascar, Malawi, Mozambique, Seychelles, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe for both the positions of chairperson and vice chairperson. I don't see Lesotho here. Okay, there, Matalip. Okay, yeah, we've had 2016-18, we had Lesotho there, so that's correct. So now when we look at the procedure for nomination, I will call for nominations for each of the two positions. Each nominee, after being nominated, will have 3 minutes to present their campaign speech to the members. However, if one nomination is received, the candidate shall be declared duly elected. If there are more than one candidate, election shall be done through an online ballot, and each member shall be eligible for 1 vote. So the procedure for voting shall be explained to the members when we have to vote, where we have 2 countries that need us to participate in this thing. And for emphasis, kindly recall that where the chairperson of a committee is a woman, the vice chairperson shall be a man. Honourable members, I invite any interventions for clarity at this point before we receive any nominations. One thing that I'd also like to indicate is that at the SADC PF, we don't have self-nominations. So if a member would like to be considered, it may be important for you to request a fellow member of parliament to nominate you for the position. I thank you, Chairperson. At this point, allow me to call for any interventions. I don't see any from members. Do I have any issues for clarity? Could we kindly unmute ourselves so that we are able to engage effectively, because I'm unable to manipulate all the documents and also effectively look at the chat at this point.
Yes. I have a question.
Yes.
For clarity. Can you highlight, I think I can only see Honorable Beth, I'm not sure if she's the only one that's a female in the from the members that we have. Can you kindly confirm who we have as females and who we have as males? I'm trying to go through the list here. Thank you, SG. Through the chair.
Thank you. I will go through the list that has been provided to confirm. Paulina, do you have yours open?
Yes, SG.
Could you kindly confirm from the nominees? Okay, the profiles are here. Mauritius is a man, Angola man, Botswana is a man, Eswatini is a man, Madagascar.
It's a woman.
No, yeah, I'm looking at the eligible countries.
Oh, okay.
Botswana, DRC, Eswatini are men, Madagascar was a man, Malawi is female, Mozambique is female, Seychelles is a male, Tanzania, we don't have nominations, Zimbabwe is actually a woman. But I think Honorable Majaya has been recalled, or Paulina, did we get this communication?
Which communication, SG?
On Honorable Majaya, is she still?
Yeah, she's still, but she could not, she gave an apology.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the women there are Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Mozambique. Mozambique has their hand up. Unmute your phone, Honorable Jerome.
É que eu, como estou a pertencer a duas comissões, eu já fui eleita presidente de uma outra comissão, então vamos dar oportunidade a outras colegas. Obrigada.
Sorry, I could not hear that. I forgot to put myself. What was the intervention? My
Hello?
interpretation.
If I may ask you,
Yes.
the honorable member from Mozambique is indicating that she belongs to 2 committees and has already been elected chairperson of the DG committee, and she's therefore recusing herself from being elected for any position in this committee.
Thank you very much. My interpretation button has disappeared, so I can't. Yeah, thank you very much. So may I kindly have nominations, honorable members? Any nominations, honorable members? Honorable members, any nominations? Honorable Mpanza?
Yes, Madam SG. I nominate our current acting chair from Malawi to be chairperson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any seconder for Malawi's nomination or any other nominations? Lesotho? Okay, were you just touching the phone? Seychelles?
I'm not clear about the representation of Lesotho. Is Honorable Mosena going to be a member of that of our committee, or is she just a proxy for this meeting?
She's a proxy, and Lesotho is not eligible for
chairman.
For the election process. They've had a chance before.
Okay, then I second the motion for Honorable Beta to be elected as chairman.
Okay, any other nominations, honorable members? Any other nominations, honorable members? Without any further nominations, honorable members, and I don't see any on the screen as well. Okay, Mozambique.
Apenas quero apoiar a candidatura de Malawi. Alô, alô?
Okay.
Obrigada.
Honorable members, in that case, Honorable Bertha Mackenzie Ndebele of Malawi, unopposed, is duly elected as the chairperson of the Human and Social Development and Standing Committee.
She's very happy.
Thank you very much. Shall we now have nominations for the vice chairperson of the committee? Thank you for those reactions. Yes. Angola? Shall we have nominations for the position of vice chairperson? Honorable members, is there any nomination for the position of vice chairperson of the Human and Social Development and Special Programs? I see Angola is making an interpretation. Oh.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, Honorable Maria Langa from Zambia. I nominate Honorable Mpanza Swaziland.
Okay,
Thank you.
there's a nomination for Honorable Mpanza from Swaziland.
Yeah.
Do we have a second or any other nominations, honorable members? Honorable Seychelles, Honorable Modon?
Thank you, SG. I second the motion for the Honorable to be this Deputy Chair.
Okay, Honorable Mpanza has been nominated for the position of Vice Chairperson. Are there any other nominations, honorable members? Are there any nominations, honorable members? Any nominations from the reactions of the members and from the screen? I don't see any other nominations. Therefore, I wish to declare Honorable Stoido Mpanza as the Vice Chairperson of the Human and Social Development and Special Programs. With that, Honorable Chairpersons, I was looking at the time. May we allow our candidates now to just give acceptance speeches before we adjourn the meeting. We may start with the Chairperson, Honorable Bertha Mackenzie Ndebele, to give the acceptance speech. After that, the Vice Chairperson, then the Chair, should kindly adjourn the meeting.
Thank you. So can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My battery is about to die. Thank you so much, Madam SG. Through you, Madam SG, let me thank the honorable members of our committee for entrusting me with this position of chair. I will solely depend on your guidance, Madam SG, and the support from my fellow members so that we make our committee a vibrant committee, and also so that we are able to continue the projects that we have already started in our different countries. You be with me if I on seeking guidance from you, Madam AC. I'm ready to learn and to continue keeping our committee kicking, and also for the betterment of our countries. Thank you so much, and I also thank God for giving me this opportunity. I know I will grow. Thank you so much, Madam SG and my fellow honorable members.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ndebele. The Vice Chairperson, Honorable Stoido Mpanza.
Thank you, Madam SG. May I begin by sending my condolences to those members that could not make it to the next day. I'm also grateful to you, Madam SG, for being patient enough. This exercise could not have been due to the various challenges that we are facing as member states, but you managed to keep us waiting. My appreciation as well goes to my nominee, my colleague from Zambia, and my sister. I'm also happy for my chairperson. I know we are in a learning curve. That we are elected does not necessarily mean we know everything. We hope to have the support of the rest of the honorable members I am hoping we shall push the agenda for SADC to another level. We know we have the project, the SRH project, that was a little bit sluggish. I hope my chairperson and I and the rest of the committee members are also going to work very hard to make sure that it actually achieve its objectives. I'm hoping that I will render myself where my services are needed, so that we put the SADC flag somewhere in the map. I'm very much happy, and the apology that we're having a network issue. Sometimes I could miss some of the comments and communication that was being made, but otherwise, Madam SG, rest assured we are going to push this committee to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you very much, honorable members. And just to inform you that this is my last interaction with you as your committee clerk. As they always say it, the universe works out its things. We have a committee clerk who will be joining us, who's seconded from the Parliament of Malawi, which then shows you that the chair will have very close support from the Parliament with two officers, SRHR, and also the committee clerk who's be coming from Malawi. Also had another question here around the quorum. The quorum indeed was actually established. We had Angola, we had Malawi, Eswatini, Seychelles, South Africa, Mozambique, Lesotho, and Zambia. So with that, honorable members, thank you for your patience, and I appreciated all the support that I've had from you over time. And I know that with the new committee clerk, with a structured framework of engagement, with the commitment that our staff have, this committee will continue to soar. Thank you very much for your time. And I'll now hand over to the chair to basically adjourn the meeting.
Thank you so much, Madam SG. Let me concur with the Vice Chairperson to thank you for your patience and for being able to hold us not to go away and to wait for the election to take place. As my colleague has already said, let's work hand in hand to make sure that all the objectives and agendas of our committee are pushed further. Madam SG, with your indulgence, allow me to adjourn the meeting. Is it signed, Die?
Yes, madam.
All right,
Yes.
thank you, Madam SG. Till we meet, God bless everyone. Signed, Die.
Thank you very much, honorable members. Thank you for your time. We may now leave the meeting. Just press on leave and save your data. Thank you very much.